Question number 10, Honourable Damien OConnor.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Primary Industries. Does he stand by his statement, quote, "The opportunity and challenge for our meat producers now is to add value to different cuts of meat and continue to sell the New Zealand story," unquote? If so, why?
Honourable Nathan Guy.
Mr Speaker, yes, this government has a goal of doubling our primary sector exports by 2025. I've just returned from a very successful trade mission with the Prime Minister to Thailand to support this goal. To reach this goal, we'll also need to continue adding value to what we sell overseas. That is why the government and industry have jointly committed $684 million in funding for the Primary Growth Partnership. If successful, these programs could add around $7 billion per year to our economy by 2025. Almost half of these projects are in the red meat sector, including innovative programs such as Farm IQ, the new Solaire Merino meat brand, which was a hit at the America's Cup, and the Marble grass-fed beef project. Change, of course, doesn't happen overnight, but Labor did nothing in 9 years of office, so we're determined for a more innovative red meat sector.
Now, long enough. Honourable Damien OConnor, supplementary question.
Mr Speaker. Does the Minister consider his investment of $500,000 in the red meat sector strategy and the $350 million of taxpayer and farmer money in Primary Growth Partnership meat projects to be a good investment, given the Auditor-General is currently investigating each and every one of these projects?
Mr Speaker,
Honourable Nathan Guy.
The member's figures are inaccurate. They're not correct. The government is investing just over $161 million in the red meat sector and very important innovative projects. I'm relaxed about the Auditor-General having a look at these projects because there's very robust auditing already in place by MPI and external audits.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Honourable Damien OConnor.
How can the Minister justify his commitment to an $87 million Primary Growth Partnership project with Ansco Foods, a Japanese company, who are so far not accountable for the money spent, when the project to add value to meat carcasses is simply, in the company's own words, business as usual?
No, Mr Speaker, I disagree with that. There are robust auditing processes underway. There are quarterly reports. The information is available on the MPI website. The member needs to understand that these are long-run projects. These are long-run projects, and we're working very closely with the industry to return more money through to the industry and to support our farmers. Labor doesn't care about our farmers and our rural communities.
Order.
Mr Speaker.
Point of order, the Honourable Damien OConnor.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I seek leave to table an email from MPI apologising once again for the delay.
Just describe the email concisely.
The email is from MPI apologising for not being able to deliver on time its obligation to an official information request for details on these projects.
And the email is presumably to the member?
Yes, it is.
And the date?
It's to our research unit, Mr Speaker, and it's detailed the 18th
Easiest way is for me to put the leave. It's over to the House to decide. Leave us sought to table this particular email to the Labor Research Unit. Is there any objection to that being tabled? There appears to be none.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Honourable Damien
Mr
OConnor.
Speaker, does the Minister consider the $350 million plus committed in Primary Growth Partnership meat projects to be making progress when farmers are converting land to dairying with an increasing impact on the environment and meat carcasses are being exported to China for value-added processing while New Zealand meat workers remain unemployed?
Honourable Nathan Guy.
I'll refute some of those comments from the member. I think he needs to check his facts before he comes into the House, because importantly, the China meat market is important to the red meat sector and to our farmers. So is the European Union, so is the UK. Yes, there are some carcasses going in there that are unprocessed, but importantly there's a lot of processing and a lot of value adding that's going on to support Kiwi jobs here And importantly, what we want to do is see greater returns flow through to farmers, and that's why the members' party should be supporting the Primary Growth Partnership and water storage projects and the Trans-Pacific Partnership, but they don't agree with anything.
Order. Order.
Supplementary,
Order.
Mr. Speaker.
Order. I'll call the member once so I can get some decorum from his own side. The Honourable Damien OConnor.
Thank you. Given the admission by his colleague, the Honourable Tim Grosser, that MPI had inadequately resourced trade into the China market, does he consider that the increase in staff from 1 to 3 to be sufficient to develop and protect the growing meat trade into China?
Honourable Nathan Guy.
The important thing here, Mr. Speaker, is that MPI are addressing the issues that came to bear with the certification. And importantly, resources are increasing in China from 1 to 3. The resources are also increasing here in Wellington in the market access team, and we're working across the whole of government to ensure that we are supporting our exporters getting their product into the Chinese market.
Point of order. The Honourable Damien OConnor.
Mr. Speaker, I seek leave to table the red meat sector strategy report of
order,
2011.
order. Member can resume his seat. That is something that was sent to all members at the time. Point of order. The Honourable Damien OConnor.
Mr. Speaker, I seek leave to table the Controller and Auditor General's annual plan, Mr. Speaker, that states it will be investigating primary growth partnership.
If it's an older document, it will have been tabled in the House already.
It's this year's document, Mr.
It will have been tabled in the House already. Question number 11, Ian McKelvey.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.